Horror films have a special place in our hearts, giving us chills, thrills, and unforgettable scares. Over the decades, Hollywood has delivered some of the most terrifying, groundbreaking, and iconic movies in the genre. Today, we're counting down the top 10 horror films that have defined the genre, forever changing how we experience fear. Number 10. Jaws, 1975. Steven Spielberg's Jaws doesn't just redefine the horror genre, it revolutionizes it. With its terrifying shark, unforgettable score, and nerve-wracking tension, Jaws introduced a new kind of monster movie. What made it stand out was the fear of the unknown, playing on deep, primal fears of the ocean, and the terrifying idea that something could be lurking just beneath the surface. Number 9. The Shining, 1980. And what was your favorite? And he won? Based on Stephen King's novel, The Shining is a masterclass in psychological horror. Stanley Kubrick's direction, paired with Jack Nicholson's iconic performance, creates a sense of claustrophobic terror that lingers long after the credits roll. The film explores isolation, madness, and the supernatural, becoming a cinematic touchstone for both horror and psychological thrillers. Number 8. Psycho, 1960. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho is the blueprint for modern horror and thriller films. With its shocking twists and disturbing psychological depth, it shocked audiences in a way that had never been done before. The chilling character of Norman Bates and the unforgettable shower scene remain etched in horror history, making it one of the most influential films ever made. Number 7. Hereditary, 2018. Hereditary broke the mold of conventional horror, offering a new breed of terror that mixes grief, family secrets, and the supernatural. Ari Aster's unsettling direction and Toni Collette's powerhouse performance leave a deep emotional scar, making this film a haunting meditation on trauma and the darkness that can run through generations. Number 6. The Exorcist, 1973. Perhaps no film has left as much of a mark on the genre as The Exorcist. Based on true events, it remains one of the scariest films of all time. With its terrifying performances, shocking imagery, and disturbing subject matter, it introduced the world to the concept of demonic possession in a way that no one had ever seen before. Number 5. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 1974. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a gritty, raw, and disturbingly realistic horror film that left audiences horrified and exhausted. Tobe Hooper's film is more about the dread of what's to come than what is actually shown on screen. With a terrifying Leatherface, it set the tone for a new subgenre of horror, grindhouse and slasher films that would go on to dominate the 80s and beyond. Number 4. Get Out, 2017. Get Out took the horror genre and injected it with social commentary on race relations. Jordan Peele's directorial debut became a cultural touchstone, blending elements of psychological horror and social thriller to craft a terrifying and thought-provoking film that resonated with audiences and critics alike. It didn't just entertain, it made you think, long after you turned off the lights. Number 3. Based on Stephen King's novel, it became a worldwide phenomenon. The film's terrifying villain, Pennywise the Dancing Clown, combined with the heart of the kid's journey, made for a perfect balance of scares and emotion. This adaptation of it reinvigorated interest in King's work, becoming one of the highest-grossing horror films of all time. Number 2. A Nightmare on Elm Street in 1984. A Nightmare on Elm Street introduced the world to Freddy Krueger, one of the most iconic horror villains ever. Wes Craven's creation of a slasher who attacks through your dreams was a game changer. The film combined supernatural horror with slasher elements, ensuring Freddy's place as a cultural icon and spawning an entire franchise. Number 1. Halloween 1978. Halloween is the film that defined modern slasher movies. John Carpenter's creation of Michael Myers with his white mask and relentless pursuit became the blueprint for countless imitators. The film's tight pacing, iconic score, and chilling atmosphere made it an entire subgenre of films. These films not only terrified audiences, they redefined what horror can be. From supernatural demons to psychological torment and slasher villains, each of these movies made a lasting impact. Which of these classics left you sleeping with the lights on? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more epic movie breakdowns.